wrong. I know exactly what went wrong, but without having real proof of it, I'm hesitant to say anything that I don't have documented evidence about. Let's just say it's all about, as it is throughout the world, power, position, control, and money. And this is what ruled the world there, as it rules most of the countries of the world. This is a third world country. It's Africa.
All right, folks, that's Howard Robbins, and he is going to be a guest, and that was a scene from, in fact, Meet the Doctors, which airs right here Saturdays, that's tomorrow, on Newsmax Television, 7 a.m. and 11 a.m., and of course, it's DirecTV Channel 349, Dish Network Channel 223, and always at NewsmaxTV.com. And joining us is Newsmax Deputy Health Editor and Meet the Doctors contributor, Nick Tate. Hello, Nick.
Hey, Steve. How you doing today?
Good, good. So tell us, I presume from what I could gather, Howard Robbins was talking about Ebola in Africa, correct?
That's right. Howard Robbins is one of the leading practitioners of ozone therapy. It's an alternative medicine that's based on administering patients with medical-grade oxygen. He was invited by West African leaders to go to the outbreak zone and see if, in fact, ozone therapy would work against Ebola. He got there, he met with high-level officials, he even gave treatments to some of the high-level officials, but before he could get to patients, he was stopped by the health officials there, and they told him that he was not going to be able to see them. Now, he believes that politics is involved, but I think this is also a story about the ways that alternative medicine here and across the world is really treated like a second-class citizen by many mainstream doctors. So it's a pretty fascinating story about this potentially promising new treatment of Ebola being stonewalled and shut down.
Yeah, very, very interesting. And of course, unfortunately, in some of these countries, even when it comes to treating things like malaria, and we've seen it with Ebola, it's hard to gain the confidence of the people. Even if the government gives the okay, a lot of the people in villages, et cetera, turn them away thinking that they're actually giving them the disease through the inoculation or the treatment rather than, trying to prevent it and cure it.
That's true. I mean, you're dealing with a multiplicity of cultural, political issues, and there isn't a great deal of trust of Western medicine, and even in this case with alternative medicine, there are some issues. The hope is that Dr. Robbins believes he's going to get a chance to go back. He's going to try to clear his way through more visas in return, and it could be, as he suggests, a promising way to treat Ebola. We now are looking at other experimental therapies. This might be one more to add to the list.
And of course, I am very honored and privileged to be part of it, a short part of Meet the Doctors tomorrow. My interview with the great Itzhak Perlman, who was in studio. We had him in on World Polio Day, and his goal, along with the organization that he represented, was to gain 100% inoculation against that horrific disease, which we have it here in this country just about, but again, worldwide, you run into the same kind of cultural and political problems that we've discussed.
It's really one of the challenges. Those political hurdles are really important to get over. The hope is that polio, as Perlman suggests, will be the next disease that could be eradicated from the world. We're close, but there are still a lot of things that need to be done to get there. We also, I should tell you, have a little brief feature on Glenn Campbell and his dealing with Alzheimer's. The new video, the new song, I'm Not Gonna Miss You, has gone viral, and we have a little spot on him as well for tomorrow.
Yeah, that is such a touching story, and of course, so many families around the nation, dealing with the horrors of Alzheimer's. And when you see when a famous person, gets it and is willing to be out there the way Glenn Campbell is, I think it's very educational and beneficial.
Agreed. It's really an inspiring story and very brave. The family's been out there publicly with his struggle from the beginning, and this is just the latest step.
All right, Nick Tate, we appreciate it. We'll watch Meet the Doctors tomorrow. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you. Be well.
All right, folks, and you too. And that's 7 o'clock in the morning, 7 a.m. and 11 a.m. Eastern Time, Saturday morning, right here on Newsmax Television. And there's all the places you could watch Meet the Doctors tomorrow. All right, folks, when we come back, you know what it's going to be. You know it, you love it, you got to have it. I say that every once in a while. It's Give Me Five, and it's next right here on the Steve Malzberg Show. Don't go away.